book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11 and verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. Hey, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Racha Quadash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padaf from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with a quick pre-camp lesson. I was on YouTube and I saw this post made by the elder Hawad out there in GMS North Carolina. As you can see right here, his page, GMS North Carolina 777. All right, you subscribe to be edified, man. But he posted this scripture right here, man, and it's heavy. All right, and it says, "Marvel not at the works of sinners," because we live in a sinful, wicked kingdom. All right, and it seems like these damn wicked people are thriving and prospering. All right, so we're not to marvel at the works of sinners and things that they're doing and shit. Now it says, "But trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor." What's our labor? Serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, preaching his word, man, bringing forth the prophecies. You see, speaking the end into existence through the power and spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, uncovering lies through the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Exposing the truth. That's our work, man. That's our life. All right? We got to abide in that, man. We got to continue on in that. It says, "For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich." Because right now we're considered to be the poor. All right? You see what I'm saying? Us Israelites as a nation, in its entirety, we're considered the poor. But then you have the servants of the Lord, man. They're considered the poor too. Now you got some of us that, they got, money and whatnot. But the thing is that the majority of us are getting this daily bread, just getting by. You know what I'm saying? And we understand that we are the kings, the judges, the priests, and the gods of the earth. So you feel some type of way, when you're on the bottom, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. All right? But we got to continue on in this work because, on a sudden, the Lord's going to turn the tables, man. That investment that we've made in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to manifest. It's going to, be brought to fruition, man. We're going to inherit the earth. It says the meek shall inherit the earth. All right? So we got to continue on, man. Let's get some precepts. All right, here's one that comes to mind right here. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, "He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord Yahweh's," or Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, "and he has set the world upon them." So the point is that the Lord is going to raise the poor from the dunghill, man. He's going to raise us up out of this low condition that we're in. All right, because as Israelites, man, we want to have things, man. We desire, to have the best, right? And right now, we're in the worst case scenario, man. On the bottom, paying rent, going to these jobs. You know what I'm saying? Not having the families that we truly desire. All these things, man, we want to have. We want to be able to travel the world and see different things, but we're not able to really do that on this side, man. Not how we want to. Okay? But guess what? The Lord gonna change that. And it's the spirit that the brother Kazak, the elder Kazak out of GMS Mississippi. All right, he did a lesson this morning. I believe it was this morning, talking about having patience. Having patience and waiting on the Lord, because he's going to do what he said he's going to do. We're not going to be in this low condition forever. We're not going to be on the dunghill forever, man. All right. You see, another word for dunghill is a shit pile, man. That's like, we're going through the shit, man. But it's not going to be forever. All right. There's another one right here, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 14. And it says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord, Yahweh shall visit you?" All right, because the Lord is on his way. We're at the end of this thing. We're at the end of this suffering. Yeah, it sucks, man. I'll be the first to tell you, you know what I'm saying? There be days you just like, God damn, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it be like that for real. And it's truth. You ain't the only one. You know, sometimes it's like, yo, Lord, just come on. You know, but you can't lose patience, man. All right, in order to have patience, you got to have what? Faith, knowing that the Lord is going to come through on his word. And we know that the Lord is not a man that he shall lie, as it tells us in Numbers 23 and verse 19. So all we got to do is just fucking wait, man. And it's hard to do that too, man. Don't get it twisted. It ain't easy. All right, it ain't easy, man. But it's all in the Lord's timing. And we know that if we endure unto the end, we're going to receive the promises, man. We're going to receive salvation. All right, everything that the Lord has promised us, we're going to receive it if we just continue to hold on. But those who lose patience, you get frustrated, you go back into the world, you try to get your own blessings in the world and whatnot, you turn your back on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it says, woe unto you, man. It means destruction. And the brother Kazat mentioned it in his lesson. He said, all we got to do is wait, man. All right, you don't want to be like Esau, who couldn't wait. You know, he ate that red pottage, you know what I'm saying, and gave up his blessing. All right, so we gotta have that mindset. The Lord gonna do what he said he gonna do. We ain't gonna be on the bottom forever. We ain't gonna be suffering with whatever we're suffering through, because we all, you know, go through different things. We're in our own customized hell. All right, we're not gonna be going through these things for too much longer. And you gotta remind yourself of that. We see the prophecies coming to pass, man. The Lord is finna end this shit. He's finna end this shit show. All right. All right, I'm gonna end it with this right here. All right, this is Proverbs 13 and verse 12. All right, this is one of my favorites right here, and it's heavy. It says, hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. That's right, man. Our hope, you know, we're waiting on it to come to fruition, which is salvation, the Lord Yahweh shall returning, taking these damn devils out of power, putting these heathen underneath his feet, setting us up as the chosen nation to rule the earth in righteousness, getting out of these fucked up bodies that we're in. All right, all these things we're waiting for, man. And you know, when you're waiting for something, it can make your mind sick, man. You know, it can make you low key kind of depressed. But it is coming, man. And when it does arrive, look, man, when the Lord finally does what he said he's gonna do, all that pain and suffering, we're gonna forget about it, man. We're gonna just be happy that it finally came to pass, man. And we're close, man. Closer than ever. So whatever you're suffering through right now, man, you know, things you've been suffering through for years, it's gonna come to an end, man. Just continue to believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and don't lose the faith, man. Don't lose the patience. All right, we're close, man. We're very, very close. So with that, I'm gonna end it right there. You ready to head to camp? Brother just pulled up, so I'm gonna end this lesson. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. A Kwame Yasharala and a Bible Bar. Shalom.